So, about a week ago, I found myself feeling quite a lot of stress and anxiety around the whole coronavirus situation. And I was finding that every time I'd watch the news or listen to the news, I was feeling quite a lot of stress. And chatting this through with my wife, she asked a key question: what is the root of this? Why is it that I am so disturbed by what's happening? And thinking about it, praying about it, what I discovered is that it was the fact that those systems and things that are in place, the government, the police, the NHS, that are there to call on whenever we need them. They're there as the kind of the background of our lives that help our country run, that they were so put back by this, so on the back foot. Um, and that shook me. You just kind of expect them to work and to do, greater or lesser jobs, but to work. Now, this isn't to criticize the government or anything like that. In fact, Romans 13, verse 1 says, "Let everyone be subject to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except that which God has established. The authorities that exist have been established by God." Government, it has been established by God. He has set that government in place. Um, but I think that was the root, that I'd been putting my faith and my trust in these systems to support everyday life, to just run and to run smoothly. But that was a subconscious thing. It wasn't something that I could articulate, but it was there. And the fact is that while God has given our government, He is where our trust should be. He is where our trust should lie. And that we should be putting our faith in Him to support and to care and to protect us. Now, that's not to make everything right. It's not we put our trust in God and everything will go smoothly for us for the rest of our lives. I'm not talking about that. I remember back when the SARS outbreak happened, there was a priest who decided that what he needed to do was to go and to minister to those that had been exposed to the SARS virus. And so he took all possible precautions, but went in and prayed with and chatted to and was there alongside those that had the SARS virus. And he contracted the virus and he eventually died. And so I'm not saying that if we follow God's will for us, everything will go smoothly, everything will be perfect. But what I'm saying is that God should be where we are basing our trust. God is that firm foundation upon where we stand. It is not our system of government, it is not our wealth or our family or anything else. It should always primarily be God. And another Bible verse that has been going around in my head, which really offers hope to this, is from 2 Kings chapter 6. And in this chapter, the king of Aram has decided that he wants to go and capture Elisha, who is in the city of Dothan. And so he sends his army and they surround that city. And one of Elisha's servants comes to him and he says, "Oh no, my lord, what shall we do?" the servant asked. But Elisha says, "Do not be afraid. Those who are with us are more than those who are with them." And then Elisha prays, "Open his eyes, Lord, so that he may see." Then the Lord opened the servant's eyes, and he looked and he saw the hills full of horses and chariots on fire all around Elisha. And so what I encourage you to do today is to look to God and to pray maybe once again that prayer the Lord's Prayer, thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Because it's not about how we think this should get sorted, how we think this should happen, but it is saying, God, we want your will in this. We want you to be the bedrock of our faith, you to be that solid ground on which we stand. So thy kingdom, your kingdom, God, your will be done. Amen.